Hello folks, the old sergeant here, and this is another video about the attacks against Vic Mignogna and how thrilled I am to be able to report that Vic is going to fight back. Let me read his Twitter post. Words cannot express the depth of my gratitude for all the kindness and support that has been shown me over the last few weeks. I had hoped that my apologies and acknowledgments, both public and private, would be received. But I have now very reluctantly retained a law firm as my last and only recourse to attempt to salvage my reputation and my 20-year career in this industry. A friend expressed a desire to set up a GoFundMe for legal expenses. I approved his kind offer and am so grateful, but I am not managing it, nor will I personally receive any of it. Any surplus will go to the Salvation Army Dallas Domestic Violence and Abuse Shelters. I hold no malice toward anyone. I just love my work and the fans, and I sincerely wish to continue. Ricotta Law has started this GoFundMe page for Vic. When I did the snapshot of the page, you see $58,325 of the $100,000 goal. After 3 days, and as the point I started this video, it's now at $58,520. I highly encourage everybody to donate, even if all you can donate is $5. I've already donated, and let's bust through this 100,000. Let's make that just the starting point, because there's a lot of legal action that Vic needs to take here, and that costs a lot of money. So please donate. The letter attached to this, let me read the letter that was attached. Vic Mignogna spent the past 2 decades building a career as a voice actor. He worked with great people, made great friends, and represented great companies. Over the past month, all of that work and goodwill was maliciously and brutally destroyed by a dedicated group of hell-bent on dragging his name and reputation into oblivion. They capped off with harmful allegations from people Vic has worked with and considered friends for many years. Now Vic has been removed from Rooster Teeth and Funimation and disinvited from several conventions, disconnecting him from his income and from his fans and supporters. Vic has tried to mitigate the situation with public statements, and the attacks on him and his character persists. Anyone who knows Vic knows he would never ask for this and does not want this course of action. When your opponents leave you no choice, you eventually have to kick back. This fund is set up for Vic's legal defense fees. There are many possible defendants in different jurisdictions, from boring bloggers to multi-million, even multi-billion-dollar corporations. It takes an agile and experienced, read not cheap, legal team to coordinate this kind of strategy. I am not representing Vic in a legal capacity, but I am aware of the team who is and will coordinate this fund to pay for Vic's legal fees. Litigation costs are highly dependent on the actions of your opponents, so I am hoping to raise enough to account for that. We will announce the disposition of any extra funds candidly and provide updates on the usage of funds to the extent that such information can be made public. You know Vic. Whether you supported Vic for years or just recently found out about his situation, you know he'd never ask for this. That's why I am doing this, and he is not involved. He is thankful for the prayers and support, but in my professional capacity as an attorney, I know this comes at significant financial costs, but it's time to fight back. Brigades of pseudo-anonymous keyboard warriors cannot be allowed to defame and destroy decades of goodwill on rumor and unverified allegation. Companies cannot rely on non-credible accusations to devastate a career for virtue points. Help support Vic. Help Vic kick back. And that's an outstanding letter to explain what's going on and to encourage you to donate to this GoFundMe page. Folks, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that put a lot of time and effort into analyzing all the allegations against Vic. They find and report in detail who started the Kick Vic movement, all the folks that were involved in the Twitterverse as this expanded and all the social justice warriors started to pile on. They have detailed reports and they've done an amazing job. Now, I know there's a lot more than the folks I've got listed here, but these are some folks that did stand out as I was researching and finding out just what the heck was going on and trying to find out if I was right or not to have the opinions that I do on this subject. So these folks stood out, and forgive the pronunciation problems if I screw that up. Ricada Law, Yellow Flash 2, which did an amazing job, lots of great reports. That Umbrella Guy, Fan Advocacy Network, Hero High, Perfection, The Quartering, Unreal Network, Raging Golden Eagle, and Super Cyan Paul. Go check out these folks' YouTube channels. You'll probably find a lot there that you want to like and watch their videos. It is amazing the detailed work they did and how they do an absolute wonderful job of ripping apart all these allegations against Vic. Now, I know there's a lot more folks out there because when you go looking at this, you see channel after channel after channel of folks supporting Vic. And I know he probably feels wonderful to have that many people supporting him in this issue. So please go check out these people's websites. And guys, outstanding reporting. Normally, I only cover the stuff about America's cold Civil War, the culture war, the threats to the United States. This story really got me upset. As I said before, I'm both an anime fan and a Star Trek fan. So I've known of this man for quite a while, even though I didn't know the depth of the work he did until I looked it up, and it completely amazed me. Then all the attacks against him, and you see all the reports of him being fired by Funimation and Rooster Teeth. And all this because a few people decided to get together and take out the Christian. I'm really glad that finally we have a Christian man that is going to stand up against these type of social justice warrior attacks, and he's going to fight back. I'm thrilled to see it. It is time for Christians or just your average American that hates seeing his civilization, his culture being attacked and destroyed. It is good to see a man stand up to this finally, and it's time for Christians to all stand up. Support this man and other attacks against our culture. and civilization. The Twitter attacks that have been done by the voice actors against the fan community is disgusting. They show their contempt and hatred for the fans. Apparently, this is normal at Funimation. There's all sorts of reports about them joking about how much they hate the fans. I hope this isn't true, but I fear it is. There's just too much information out there to let us know these social justice warrior voice actors and actresses, what they're really like. What horrible human beings they are. Right now, it looks like after it came out that Vic is going to fight back against the Kick Vic people with hashtag Vic Kicks Back. It looks like these folks are starting to squirm. They're starting to put out some videos saying, oh, gee, but we'd really like to talk to you, and everybody should be nice and all that, after their mean-spirited backstabbing and all the really censorable crap that they leveled against this man and his fans. Now they realize that there's going to be repercussions. There's going to be lawsuits. And these people are going to end up paying a lot of money for what they did to this man. As I said before, I hope Vic ends up owning Funimation, or at least makes enough money where he can start his own company. One that would take a lot of business away from these companies that are social justice warrior caves, where they try to rewrite lines of dialogue in the animes so they can push a social justice warrior point or two, which incidentally the Japanese companies are not too thrilled with, and told them to knock it off. So please, folks, go to the GoFundMe page, support Vic and any other people you see starting to be attacked by these social justice warriors. Time to fight back. I'm the old sergeant. Stay vigilant.